This year, the children in the play group has used the sandpit to start their day. It's the ideal spot to be with a teacher, but also without a teacher, because the sand is so alluring and inviting that you just have to dig in. This form of starting a day puts the child in control of their own way of settling and finding their feet. There's an immediacy about the sand that makes the children feel safe. They know that they can just dig in, that they can just start their day, that play is almost immediate. They use both hands, and almost all of them take their shoes off to get the full sensory stimulation that is needed here. And sometimes they look up and they see that the teacher's gone, and they do not panic. They just continue playing because the sand provides a safe space for them to start their day. The language development in the sandpit is astounding. They list ingredients like flour, eggs, grenadilla, strawberries. They problem solve aloud. Where can we bake this? Oh, maybe under the green mat. They make cakes by pushing it into a bucket, tipping it, then tapping it, and producing perfect cakes. They speak to each other, trying to find out what the other is doing. Sometimes they have to ask another person to please pass them something. The children give a running commentary when they're in the sandpit without even realizing that their words have a profound impact on everybody around them. There are, of course, a lot of fine and gross motor development that take place in the sandpit. Every time they use a small shovel to dig a hole, to pull a truck, every time they build a castle, every time they use a heavy bucket to transport it to the next place, or lift it, or dig it, their muscles develop. Often the children on the playground use the words "lock the doors." We're trying to change that by using the word "Dingdong." It's a way of inviting other people in, but it's also a way of asking if you could join in. That's a way to teach friendliness and to change that negative into a positive by saying, "Ding dong, please come in," or "Ding dong, may I come in?" It's a way of teaching children to be friendly. And in the sandpit, it works especially well because you can come in and make cakes for that person, or even brew a pot of tea. There have been all kinds of creative play in the sandpit. Shrine-like sculptures for fairies, a variety of cakes, a series of print and pattern making, especially if it could build on from the little patterns the birds make at the edges. Trucks are loaded with sand and then taken places. Treasures are found, pebbles, bark, stones, or even a shard of something. To the children, everything has meaning. The sandpit is a spot where children are citizens of their world. It is where they learn to be friends, a place where learning that sand in eyes are not great, and that saying sorry from the heart makes it better again. It is a shared space where small and big muscles are developed, but most of all, it's a small world space that is accessible to every single child at Small World.